Hey guys, Brian here. Welcome to another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist, where we talk about progress updates here from our little VW restoration shop in the city of Orange, California. So let me just give you guys a little teaser here, what we're going to be talking about. Oh, by the way, let me back up a little. First off, hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving and got some relaxing in, some good time with friends, family, etc. I did. We were down in San Diego from Wednesday night to this afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and all recharged now and well fed and ready to get back to work on all these beautiful V-dubs. So with that, I will be talking briefly about the 69 bay window bus. Did a tiny bit of work on the back of it. And I'll be talking about the upholstery work that we did on this beautiful pearl white 66 Beetle. I'll be talking about this beauty that literally just came in about an hour ago for some restoration work. And you know what? We'll go ahead and do an update on the Krusty Karmann Ghia here too. So why don't we get this out of the way first, because this is going to be a quick one here. Started putting the rear axle assembly together here. And so pretty much we had previously stripped all the bearings and everything out of these hubs, and Jacob did a really great job of cleaning them up. The original bearings were in great condition, no real slop or signs of wear. And you can't beat these original bearings. So if they're good, then reuse them when they're possible. So yeah, these are in great condition. Re-greased them and went ahead and put them back in with their retainer clips and new seals and stuff, etc. So did this side. Probably going to go ahead and do the other side before I go home, but I wanted to film this video while there's still some light out. It's already 4:20, which means it's going to be dark in 20-30 minutes from now. Anyway, so that was pretty much what I did there. Again, probably go ahead and do the other side before I head home this evening, but wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way. So let's talk about this. So Santiago, our upholstery guy, worked the past few days. He didn't really take much time off for Thanksgiving. Of course, he didn't have to work, but he wanted to, so here we go. He went ahead and finished doing the carpet here. Started and finished the carpet in the past couple days. And you guys have seen our headliners before here, Santiago's work. It's just amazing. It just always blows me away. This guy, his work is so damn good. So super happy that he's joining our team here, because look at that. Youch. Amazing. Anyway, so yeah, headliner's done on this. We're still trying to source seat material for it. Should be like a kind of a deep red basket weave. Not 100% sure we're going to be able to find it. If we can't, we might have to go with seat covers made by TMI, because I do believe they have the correct color in basket weave, the red for this. We generally don't like to use covers because they don't fit as well as our handmade upholstery. But if it's important to the owner that we have the correct color and we're not able to get it, we might just have to go with that. Anyway, we'll see. So Monday I'm supposed to get some samples of what my upholstery supplier can get as far as anyway, fingers crossed, we'll see. But for now this is done. I think he's going to bring his seat frames in on Monday, and we'll start preparing those for upholstery, whether it be TMI seat covers or our own handmade ones. But yeah, so stay tuned, more to come on this one. Not yet. Let's talk about this guy. So Rene also has been busting his butt and on this one. So the front is pretty much done. I mean, he's got some more blocking and stuff like that, but this was just completely rusted out up underneath here. This car was a mess. So all this was just rusted out all in here, underneath there. Fairly terrible. And then if you've been following the channel for a while, this was pretty gone right in here. A space about this size on this side. And then likewise, this side was much worse, the driver's side. Huge area going into the dash here was just gone. So pretty much we replaced it from about here down to about here. I'm kind of tracing roughly where he replaced. Kind of an area about like this has been replaced. Excuse me, and into the dash here. So this is all metal from our donor car here. He went ahead and made a bunch of metal for this area was pretty gone in here, so he actually made these pieces here. And on this side, it's a bunch of holes rusted through here that he essentially welded closed. So yeah, the front of this car, super rusty, just really awful. I think he still has, yeah, still got maybe a little bit more grinding and a little skim coat to finish up these weld seams here. This had been hit pretty bad, so he's banged a lot of that out. Excuse me, that I think it was the bumper bracket on this side was all mutilated, so these pieces here, I think he made new ones because they were all rusted out. This was just a mess. And so now, yeah, the front of this car, pretty close to being done. Again, it's going to need some more blocking and so on, but you know, all the heavy lifting, so to speak, the metalwork is all done. And so then he has moved on to the back of the car. So if you guys have been following, you know the back of this car was probably like the single biggest mess. This was just gone all in here and into this package area on this side. And on this side, you can see he's got some more grinding to do here. But yeah, this was just gone. This is so rotten out in here. So it pretty much took a piece from about here to here, including the little package tray and from the donor car, and replaced all that. You can see it's all pretty much taken down to bare metal. And I think he went into this channel here is where he seamed in the new piece. So yeah, this has all been replaced. And then we didn't really know this until we pulled the back seat out, but there was a lot of metal that was gone back here too. So he ended up replacing this sort of half or so of this package tray back here, and then this shelf here was also pretty much just gone. It just full of at least very, very significant holes. Luckily the donor car, these pieces were really nice, so again, hacked more pieces out of those, carefully, you know, drilling out spot welds and then welding in the new donor metal. So yeah, this is just, I think, held in now with some temporary sheet metal screws. So I think the next thing to do is to go ahead and weld that in. And then in the engine compartment, actually surprisingly was not bad on this car. A little bit here, he's going to replace some little holes. You can see like there, and or some more here somewhere, there, etc. Those are relatively easy to fix, especially compared to the stuff he's already been fixing. And then rocker panels, yeah, pretty bad. But again, we've got a donor car with all this stuff. So that is the update on the Krusty Karmann here. Really coming along pretty quickly, actually. I'm very happy with Rene's work and his speed and the quality of the work he's doing. This car is going to look amazing, especially compared to what a sad car it was when it came in. So anyway, I hadn't give you guys an update on this one for a while, so I wanted to kind of get you caught up on this. So that's where that is. All right, now, the moment we've been waiting for. Look at this. So this is a one family owned 64 Beetle here in Java Green, and it is a beauty. So the owner, which is currently a husband and wife, so the wife, her dad bought the car new when he was stationed in France, I believe she said, and kept it and drove it around over there for a while and shipped it back, and the car's been over here since. Don't know what year it came back here, but I'm guessing probably maybe in the 60s. But yeah, the car was pretty much always kept garaged or in a warehouse of some sort, so really, really well preserved. We're pretty sure that it's been painted at least once, so I don't believe we're going to paint this car. And it actually looks like the trim has probably also, for the most part, been replaced at some point. So we're probably not doing much on this car cosmetically and on the outside, because again, it is really nice. So probably go ahead and have Rene do his color sanding and polishing magic on it, and I did find, it's probably going to be hard to see. I found some runs on the car somewhere. I don't know if, yeah, you can kind of see a little something going on here. I think that can probably be polished out. We'll see. But yeah, cosmetically on the outside of the car, not really a whole lot to do here. So what they're wanting is for us to go through the car mechanically and electrically and make sure that it's like top notch. We're probably also going to be upgrading to front disc brakes here because they want to be able to drive this car and drive it a lot. They want to be able to get on the freeway. They want to be able to safely, you know, drive it in more modern traffic. So upgrading the front brakes is kind of a no-brainer. This car being a 64 does have, the deck lid latch is a little wonky. One thing we're going to have to fix. There we go. It does have a 40 horse in it. And I don't know if its numbers matching or not. I'll have to look up the numbers and compare it to the VIN number of this car. But it does have a complete 40 horse in it here that it actually runs pretty well. At some point recently, it had sat for a long time and wouldn't really start a run, so we had the carburetor gone through, which is why you can see it looks, you know, pretty much new or at least recently rebuilt. Not sure who did that, but some VW shop did that and got it running, put a new battery in it. They put new tires on it, so it does run and drive. But again, he's kind of just wanting it taken up to a level where it has a little bit of more like enhanced safety as far as, and by that I mean mostly like power to merge, you know, and so on. A little bit better braking ability. And then let's talk about the interior on the car. So the interior looks pretty nice overall. The door panels, we'll go ahead and replace these because they're peeling apart. There's not, we could look maybe at repairing these. I'm not 100% sure. We'll pull them off and we'll see how they look, because these probably are original. So we'll see. We'll evaluate those before we decide anything. The seats, though, seem to have maybe a couple layers of covers on them. This being a 64 would not have come with basket weave material. And then under these basket weave seat covers are what appears to be another set of basket weave seat covers. And I haven't looked under those yet to know if the original upholstery is like under those is like a third layer. But yeah, we will go ahead and upholster the car in correct vinyl and in colors and everything here. The headliner is actually not too bad. It does have, and it's hard to tell because the lighting is not that great at the moment, but it does have some kind of, again, it doesn't show very well, but a little like puckering and loose spots in it. And I was just kind of going over the car with Santiago, my upholstery guy. He thought that maybe when we pull the windows out, we may be able to even just kind of like tighten this headliner up a little bit because it is in really nice shape. It seems like it probably has been replaced at some point. But again, it's not quite to our level of fit and finish on the headliner. So possibly we can kind of bring this up to our standard as far as getting rid of these little wrinkles and stuff. Well, we'll see. The carpet in here, that's gonna have to go. It looks like it's a carpet kit. We pretty much on a car, especially this nice, like to install German square weave carpet. This is, I don't know if this is like a TMI kit or what, but it's just not nice enough for this car. And you can, I don't know if you can tell with the lighting right now, but the strip on the back there is obviously had some sun and is looking kind of purple. So yeah, we'll take care of that carpet. I think we'll probably end up putting new carpet in here. So yeah, carpet, seat covers, repair or replace these door panels. It does have cocoa mats in it, which is super cool. The driver's side one is wore out, so we can replace that, not a problem. We'll probably put a retro sound radio in it. He did mention that he liked the idea of having Bluetooth and so on in here. So that'll probably be another little upgrade. So that's kind of the main plans for the car. Oh, I should mention too, it does seem to have the original wiring in it, which for its age is in pretty good shape, but pretty sure we're going to go ahead and just rewire the car from scratch because, you know, again, this is 61-year-old wiring, and even if it's in good shape, it's still really old. The insulation gets brittle. The connectors are usually have some amount of corrosion on them where they're not necessarily making great contact, and you have, you know, weird or erratic or, you know, dim headlights or stuff like that. So we'll rewire this car as well. We'll also go ahead while the motor is out and rebuild the transmission. On the topic of the motor, we talked about maybe building like a little mild 1776 for it, something maybe like a 80 horsepower motor is one option where, you know, again, it's relatively little horsepower by modern standards, but in a, you know, 16 or 1700 pound car, 80 horsepower is pretty good actually at, you know, moving these cars around. So we'll see. We'll kind of weigh our options. I am curious now if this is the original numbers matching motor. If it is, and even if we do end up putting like a slightly later style upgraded motor in it, then of course this motor does need to stay with the car as far as the value of the car is concerned. But yeah, I'll look that up and I'll let you guys know what I find out as far as the numbers go. But yeah, so this is the latest project to come in here. Pretty excited about it. Love these one family cars are always especially neat and kind of meaningful to work on. It's all the memories and so on associated with them over the years. So there you go, guys. Again, hope everyone had a great holiday. I know I did. And I guess we will see you again on Monday. Thanks for watching. Bye.